Hello, the internet. I'm double checking the audio because I had to restart my computer and everything seems to be fine. Chat, if you want to give me a heads up if you can't hear me, that'd be great. No, wait, give me a heads up that you can hear me?
Yeah, it's like, or a thumbs down? I don't...
Is it? I think we're good.
Do a combo of both.
I can see the levels going, so I think we're good. Hello! We're Skyhammer Press. Welcome to Hellbreakers, an Expanse RPG. My name is Merrick Moyer. My pronouns are he, him. I am the Game Master for this evening. The series finale of our Expanse. Actual play. Hellbreakers. Woo! Ooh, and I got the mug too. So, let's go through the various things before we get started. Yeah, we started this campaign 2 years ago. We did 3 seasons. All started with a review of that book right there, Beyond the Ring. We just had so much fun, we just kept doing it. And also, just like a huge shout out and big thank you to Troy Hewitt from Green Ronin. He has always been behind us and been like, no, you need to do more, play more. You have such great presence on the camera. This is such a great group. Play this game. And he's always been a huge supporter. So thank you, Troy, for...
We love you, Troy.
Yeah.
We won't invade you with a horse.
Oh, okay. That took my brain a second to parse out.
I'll ask him if he's ever had that.
I'm sure he has.
There's no way.
I'm sorry, Troy. I take it... Oh, are we betting on this? All right, Troy.
Has anyone ever made that connection for you? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play a little bit of the game. The characters are still on the UNN Lenape, and then we'll take a break and we'll just do like a cool down on the entire campaign. If people in the chat want to ask questions, we welcome them. If the players have questions about like areas we didn't go or things we didn't do or like things that were unanswered, I will be happy to open the GM book and go through a lot of those. And we also have our survey which closed yesterday, and so we'll do the draw for that shortly. So real quick, let's talk about what's going on later. So we've got, we're playing our game tonight, and then in 2 weeks we actually have some guests coming. We're going to have Michael Paler and Austin Hartel from Foxwing Games on the stream, and we're going to talk about quest chests, the super cool system agnostic box adventures that they make, and we're gonna we played the 2 that are already out. Stone Oaths and Golden Lies, which we talked about a little bit, and Assassin's Crown, which if you follow us on TikTok or Instagram, you've seen a couple of our... yes, that one went out on Saturday.
I know, I saw it.
I laughed again.
I watched it 7 times.
Which we played as a playtest for Daggerheart as well. So in 2 weeks, on July 22nd, we are going to be chatting with them and talking about what goes into a quest chest and like how they came together and all of that cool fun stuff. And we'll probably do a little bit on Daggerheart as well and our experiences with that system. After that, we'll take a little bit of a break as Jen and I are going to Gen Con and various like summer stuff going on.
It's a convention for me.
It's a Gen Con.
I'm gonna hate that attention. That'd be awful.
That's gonna come up, I feel.
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare for me. A con just for me.
Well, you're gonna say your name is Jen, and people are gonna say Gen Con. It's gonna happen.
Change my name.
It's gonna happen.
For that.
Just be Rix the entire time, and just carry around pocket sand for desert survival.
When someone asks, we'll just throw them a coin to our stream.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What I mean, I've lost the thread.
Break
yes.
in the summer. We're going to Gen Con.
And then after that, we'll do a couple of one-shots. We'll do 1 or 2 one-shots in August, maybe a little bit in September. We'll do some Halloween stuff, which we really like, and then November we're back with a new campaign. So do we want to tease people? Do we want to tell them what's going on? No, we want it to be a surprise.
Whatever you want. You're the boss. What does Katie want?
What does Katie want?
What are we talking about?
A snack?
He's in the basement right now.
Oh.
Oh.
Like on cue, Tyler starts looking around.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Tyler's
Well done.
Don't look around for another guy. It's you.
Yeah, Jen, do you want to announce? Do you want to say what you're doing? No? Okay.
I'm running a game.
Jen is
gonna be
running a
fun.
game, and it's going to be awesome.
It's a love letter to Phil.
Oh! That'll be fun.
Phil deserves that.
Yes.
Phil deserves that. We love you, Phil.
#1 fan. And then yeah, we definitely will be back in October with some Halloween one-shots, and we are all here begging Katie to run Supernatural again.
I got plans.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah, and then in November we're going to kick off a new campaign, which is not going to be the Expanse, but we are still going to be an Age. We are going to be doing a Fantasy Age campaign. So more information will be coming about that, but it's going to be in a homebrew setting that I have been working on for a while. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So more will be coming about that. Let's go with the news. Roll20, if you haven't heard, they bought Demiplane. It's such big, super cool news that I had to talk about it 3 times in a row. But they're just going to up their game in character sheets and character creation for multiple games. Demiplane's a fantastic system, built by Adam Bradford, who originally made D&D Beyond, and so he spun off this company, and it's a fantastic tool. It's really, really good, and I'm excited that it's all together. Monty Cook Games is still running their 5e sale, so if you go to montycookgames.com and you want some 5e content, if you spend $50, $100, $150, or $200, you get percentages off, 20, 30, 40, or up to 50% off your purchase, which is pretty cool. Don't forget about the Stormlight Kickstarter page. You should go to Stormlight Archive on Kickstarter, look at the RPG, and sign up to be notified for the campaign, which goes live August 6th. It's going to be really exciting, and like there's 14,000 people signed up for the notification right now, and like let's hype this up. Not that it's going to need much more hype than it's got, but like it's super cool. I've been working on it for months, and it's really, really fun. And everybody here has played it. And yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to see what happens in that Kickstarter. Next up is... Oh, so we'll talk about the giveaway. Not the survey giveaway, just the regular episode giveaway. So for our finale, we still have a copy of Trades of the Expanse Entertainer, and we still have a copy of Return to the Valley of the Whispering Titan, which is a Fantasy Age adventure. Both of those in PDF, and both of those in a giveaway going right now. So I'll open that up and hit New Giveaway, and oh, I didn't fix that. So it says, hang on, let me fix that. I've got to write in the chat, giveaway, open, and the word is games. Write games in chat. Patrick
I
looks
roll for
suspicious.
insight.
Yeah. You've stuck to a theme in your curveball in it at the end, and I don't know what that means.
I wonder if it will be a curveball.
Well, I've met you, so I feel like yes.
Okay, Cool. Well, let's talk about the survey. We did a super fun survey over the last, how long was it? 4 or 5 weeks. We got a bunch of responses. People just kind of telling us what they like about our shows, which shows they want to see, what new projects we might get into. And we talked about a couple of those here that, of course, we're gonna do Supernatural for Halloween. We're gonna do Fantasy Age, going into a new campaign of like a multi-season thing, most likely. And we got a lot of like really great feedback. Thank you so much to everybody who filled that out. And also, like, big thank you to our friends and sponsors who have donated prizes to this this giveaway. Which let's go through some of those right now. So we got 3 giveaway bundles, and each will include PDFs of the Expanse core book, PDFs of the Expanse Game Master's Kit, PDF of Beyond the Ring, the PDF. I just said that. The supplement, I meant to say. For the Master's Toolkit by Arkenforge, the map-making software that I really, really love, you'll get your choice of the Science Essentials Pack or the Fantasy Essentials Pack. Bookworm Games has also dropped in $20 off of their website, so you can pick up dice, tea, familiars, all sorts of interesting stuff that they got there. Yeah, they do 3D printed familiars.
Okay, not like
an actual pseudo dragon, or
yeah, that was a real curveball at the end there.
Also, so starting at the top again, thank you to Green Ronin Publishing for sending those PDFs. Thank you to Arkenforge for the Essentials kits. Thank you to Bookworm Games for the gift cards. And thank you to Modifius Entertainment for sending over 1 physical copy of the Achtung Cthulhu starter set. So 1 lucky winner will come away with a physical adventure box, which is... mine's up there. It's way too high for me to bring down right now. But I also got some super cool news today. Our excellent, wonderful friends at Roll20 have also contributed some prizes. And so in every one of the kits, every one of the 3 giveaway bundles, we will also be able to give you a Roll20 version of 3 Expanse adventures. So Salvage Op, the Ganymede Insurance Job, and Abzu's Bounty. That
sick
book right there with like 5 adventures that takes you all the way across the solar system before the gates open.
Dare I say dope?
Dope,
wonderful.
Indeed. So thank you to Roll20 for just increasing the amazing things that we get to give away to our incredible viewers and friends. And I think that means it's time for us to do that draw. So Jen has dibsed out, so we're going to go around this way. So it's going to be Katie, Tyler, and Patrick. You get to do the first place draw. So Katie, for one of the ones that's all digital. What's that?
I don't love that that's their couple name, Tatey.
Tatey?
I also don't love it.
There's Kyler. Just sounds like a name.
Better.
I don't think we've ever had a couple.
Jen and I did one, and it wasn't great because it was generic.
I love it.
Or men.
What about Jamrick?
Jamrick sounds like a character you would play.
Yeah. All right. Malaloki says that was impressive. So, Katie, if you want to go ahead and roll a d20 and give me the number, I've got a table of our entrants here.
Is this for like the grand prize with the book, or
no? So we'll do that one last. So it'll be all digital, and Patrick will roll for the one with the starter set.
Three. Congratulations
to Big Nate.
Woo!
Big Nate show.
Big Nate, congrats. You
You really
got...
Big Nate.
Yeah, so you got one of the digital packs of all of those incredible things. Thank you so much for being a fan, and thank you so much for filling out the survey.
Thank you so much for being a friend.
Tyler, your go for a D20?
All right. Ooh, a 19.
A 19. Roll again, sir.
Roll too good.
Yeah.
We don't want you stinking 19.
Too high.
2.
2. Pfft, congratulations, Jonathan.
Yay! Man!
I believe... Jonathan? No, I believe Jonathan is in the chat. So, congratulations. I will be getting in touch with you for getting this digital bundle. I love doing this on Google Forms because they give me the name that I should say, and I also get the email that I can send everything to. It's a lot easier than doing it through Twitch Whispers.
Smart.
Yeah. All right, Patrick, this is for the... Now, there's a movie reference, and it's not like The Big Tamale. What movie am I thinking of here? The Big... Man, it's one of those. It's one of those '80s action movies,
It sounds familiar.
right? And it's not quite Big Tamale. It's something like that. Anyways, someday it'll come to me, and I'll sit up
Why
in
are you
bed.
casting curse spells upon me? My mind. Okay,
Dr.
now,
Tran.
I'm not saying that I would skew the numbers, but like if you wanted a person particularly, what number would I have rolled? You know, a natural 1.
We already gave that one
Okay.
away.
3, 2, 1.
15.
A 15 is My Deara.
Oh,
My Deara.
Oh.
Congratulations, My Deara, on the first place win.
My dear winner.
Yeah. So I will get in touch via email with all of the winners and give you your digital codes so that you can redeem all of these various things. So again, running down, My Deara is the lucky winner of the Achtung Cthulhu starter set, physical copy that you can order from the Modifius.us web store and get it shipped to your house. And then everybody wins PDFs of the Expanse core book, the Expanse Game Master's Kit, and Beyond the Ring, as well as Science Essentials or Fantasy Essentials for the Master's Toolkit, $20 off Bookworm Games, and the Roll20 Adventure Bundle for Salvage Job, Ganymede Insurance Job, and Abzu's Bounty. Now, if you didn't win, that's okay. You still can use our various other things to get super cool stuff on Bookworm Games, and if you got $20 off, this also works for you. You can use the code SkyhammerPress for 15% off your order. On Green Ronin Publishing, you can use Hellbreakers for 5% off your order. Arkenforge, if you use Cozy Forging, you get $5 off the Master's Toolkit. Excuse me.
the sneeze is free.
The sneeze is free. And for everybody, we have the Green Ronin Publishing code ThankyouMeric&Crew ! Which, if you buy a copy of the core Expanse rulebook in PDF, you get a free PDF of your choice from the Expanse. So that's still running. You should do that. And actually, the other code is still going for a free copy of Engine Magazine. So if you didn't get the opportunity to fill out our survey and you're hearing now, it was the first 20 people who used the code would get a free copy of Engine Magazine from Green Ronin Publishing. and there's still some available. So that
It's your
is
zine.
all capitals, engine survey thanks, exclamation mark. And you can go and get a free zine until, people use them up, and then they're gone. Whew. That was a lot of stuff. That was 20 minutes of stuff. It was a lot of stuff.
Of hot action.
Hot action. Thank you so much to everybody who filled out the surveys. Thank you to all the sponsors and friends of the show that have donated things. That was incredible. Nice way to, look at the future of our stream and channel. But now, let's roll the intro. Yeah. All right. What is this slow head tilt turn? All right. Cool.
Possession.
Let's see. Before I get started, Malaloki said, was doing a thing when I heard Jonathan because it creeped me out because I was expecting my screen name for whatever reason, assuming it was a different Jonathan. Quite common name. I'm fairly certain.
No
it was
idea.
You. I will email you. Malaloki, yes.
Now we know your real name, Maloki.
We'll find you. No, we're all very lazy.
We have a particular set of skills, and it's not that.
It doesn't apply to that.
No.
No.
It's this. You're watching it.
These are our skills. All right. You defeated the technologically subsumed form of Dr. Thomas Pilati just in time to hear Administrator Cleopatra Bright trigger the Lenape's self-destruct. No escape pods, no ships can leave. A core breach is imminent. You are currently on deck 17, and your ship is on deck 8.
So many decks.
Ha! That's what she said.
You have opened up the... Oh man, I'm just so worried about this. My screen is still flickering, but the visuals are still here. Anyways.
What's happening? Ghosts?
Yeah, I'm just having some weird tech
issues,
but they don't seem to be affecting the stream, so I'm ignoring them for now.
Call up your pal Frogger.
It took me a second.
There you
took
go.
me a
There
lot
you go.
longer. If anybody's listened to the Massive Damage Campaigns podcast, where our friend Ian ran us through a cyberpunk game. All right. So, what do you do?
Leave fast.
Hustle.
All
We
right.
take a short rest to recover fortune.
James is really tired, so he's just gonna have a little
We-
nap.
We leave
All
James
right.
behind.
Yeah.
Plenty of time, James. Just have a lay down. So
Does
of
anybody
the-
else take up piloting?
I do. I specifically also started taking piloting. Of the other crew, did any of them survive?
Yes, I believe. I don't
Killed
think
all
we
did.
actually. Yeah, I don't think we lost anybody.
Great.
Let me take a
Sweet.
look. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they're allies of ours.
that's the wrong deck. That's deck 15. Here's deck 17. Yeah. So, the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar 2, all three of them survived the battle.
They were not red shirts.
Does anyone else feel really good about that? We still have cannon fodder with us, so we're probably gonna make it.
I thought good
Make them go
because
first.
we didn't sacrifice them. No, it was literally the opposite.
I thought the thing Merrick thought.
Oh.
No, I was with Katie.
Friends and allies are on our side, and they managed to make it through a horrible battle.
Oh yeah.
And then Rix and Jerry go, and then we can throw them at bad guys.
There are
Alright.
a lot of decks, okay? We gotta get there.
So
9.
They take all
right?
the corners.
You have to use stunt points to use your allies as a shield, though. You know.
So, the churn is only at 2, but the ship is about to explode. So you start to climb up the decks. You just got to make it.
With like we have got like the low gravity, right? Like we can
Yeah.
do the floaty thing up the tubes. Okay.
Yep. Go
And
go.
our 3 new friends are coming with us, right?
Mm-hmm. What is your destination?
Our
Our
ship.
ship?
Our ship.
Just checking. You know, there were some people on deck 1.
Yeah, but that's so scary.
There were. I don't even think they're there anymore.
She's choosing to explode the ship and telling everyone they cannot leave. We're not going to go up there and be like, hey, by the way, we're leaving. Did you want to come?
Yeah.
And I think we got 3 people with us. I don't think we're fitting many more on our tiny, tiny tin can.
Gotcha. Cool. Just making sure I knew which crew I was playing with. You know.
First of all, were they not overwhelmed by?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then we're not gonna go stick our face in a blender.
Just checking.
Look, the Lenape has earned what's come to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're
All
not
right.
heroes.
How dare they mess with builder technology? Like
Who
all sorts
does
of stuff-
that?
All sorts of crazy stuff could happen.
Yeah.
Slowly pans over to Jerry.
And then back
Jerry's
to Miles.
just like
I
looking at her
didn't do the
fingers.
butterflies.
No, but you sure jumped through the portal twice.
Thought it'd get
Like
magic.
instantly.
But you thought about it for a while before you did it.
You just didn't have as high a willpower as Jerry. That was the problem.
Now Loki says camera cuts to a weird butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, as you're climbing up, you're like floating through microgravity, pulling yourself as quickly as you can. Like, the camera is like doing that moment where people are coming into and out of frame. And then it's like, it's centered on one of the doors, like a window into an area. And like a butterfly floats by.
And then a guy explodes.
Now, as you're going up, you reach about deck 15 when I'm gonna randomly
Allow us to leave
determine
flawlessly.
this. We're gonna do. That is Tyler. Where are you in the sort of order of people moving?
Where would our 3 friends be? Probably trailing us.
Probably, because you 4 were like up at the door as Jerry got it open, and so you're like, you know, come on, Rivera, let's go, and then they like jump off and sort of come behind
Yeah.
you.
I think I was the
Yeah,
furthest
we
from
know
the door when that got open, so I'll be in front of the crew, or like in front of the 3 new people, but behind
Yeah.
you 3. So in the middle.
Okay, and so all of you are sort of moving by quickly, but then James feels a like something latch onto him, and your like movement immediately slows down. You look down, and there's a hand. There's a person grabbing onto you. They are, you know, a youngish woman. You know what? You actually recognize her. You've seen Miles with her before, and she is.
How dare you? Just let her die facelessly, Merrick.
She is behind, like, the ladder. Like, she's sort of like hidden herself from whatever's going on in this deck area. But as she saw people going by, she reached out and grabbed you, and her eyes are just wide in terror.
And she's clearly just like a normal person, no like glowing blue stuff. Yeah, okay.
Correct.
Well, I'll stop and be like, whoa, and call out, clearly attracting attention from like the whole group.
Yeah, and do you three look back, or do you just keep on going and leave everybody to their fate?
No, I mean, if James is calling out, we just stop and look.
I'm just asking.
We're heartless, but not towards people that we are all part of.
And so you go back, you look back, and you see Dr. Gwendolyn Pokovich. And she's there.
I shoot back. Not like gun-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, whoa!
Just put her out of her misery. Yeah, and she'll just go, Miles, the ship is exploding. Did you hear the...
Yeah, we're leaving. Let's go. Let's go.
How are you leaving? What? And she starts
We
like
got a
climbing
thing.
out.
We did a thing. It's crime.
I'm gonna wait till she gets to me. I'm not gonna keep climbing yet. I'm gonna say, hold on right there. Spin. And I'm gonna do a perception check just to see if I do see any weird wires or things, because I don't trust James's eyeballs.
Sounds
Spin.
good.
For
Make a
James.
perception check.
Put some sand on her.
I was going to. I was like, got my pocket sand.
Bucket sand.
This isn't survival though. Hey?
No, this is perception. Searching. If you have the searching.
It's gonna help us survive. No,
Unless
I
you
just
have
have
ladder
perception.
survival.
Ladder survival.
I only got an 11.
11. She seems fine. She's in just like sort of like working clothes. She's not in a suit. You don't see any like noticeable strangeness. She's got a little bit of like injury, like she got knocked around, not like stabbed or shot, but like she ran into something and like bled a little.
All right, I'll say you're clear for now. But if you're feeling weird tech, tell us.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm good. Let's go.
We'll be able to help you.
Ominous, but okay. And you can continue onward. You
I
go
feel
up
weird about this, guys.
I don't like what's happening.
Two
Every
more
part of this is
decks.
Nope.
scary.
2 more decks. You're up around deck 13. And
Is there a deck 13 on a ship, or is it like a skyscraper?
that's a good question. I'm going to take a look. Do they have it? They do.
Because they're built like buildings. yeah.
12 to 13 is the Marine Gymnasium.
Oh, like
Not
The-
underwater. Soldiers.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, they fill it with. It's just like for
It's just a
dolphins.
pool. It's
But
When
we
you're
didn't
going to
go there?
Pangea, you train in the Marine Gymnasium.
It's Cetacean Ops, which is an actual thing in Star Trek. There are intelligent dolphins who serve as crew members on ships.
Yep.
They're
That's
really
cool.
good navigators.
It's weird.
Come on in, Boimler. The water's great. Okay. You come up against another security door. It is sealed.
Jerry.
Well, you have a key, Miles. Remember, you stole that ID badge?
Beep, 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 beep.
All those have been cleared.
Ah,
Damn.
What
friggity
about your
dingles.
girlfriends? Hers is clear too?
Yeah, all cards have been completely wiped. Security needs to be bypassed by the hacking.
If only we had
Let's
someone who
hack.
power there.
Let's
And
go,
there's
Jerry.
no way around this, right? Like,
No, this is
And
that
go
shaft.
over it.
yeah. They've
And
locked
go
out
under it.
deck 13 and above. So Katie, this is gonna be. It's not a.
Gotta go through it.
It's not an advanced test. This is just straight up a basic test. But the quality of your drama die determines how quickly you get through.
oh, and you can re-roll. Remember?
And I can re-roll. And
And you
everybody
get
gets
Literally,
pluses.
I was waiting for you to stop talking so I could get. Remember, you can reroll.
You can
All
get a
right.
banner behind us. Jerry, you can re-roll technology.
And then take it down immediately.
All right.
The
And you
music's
add your eyes
really
together.
intense.
It's because we're
Yeah, and add your dice
Sorry.
together.
Is it a technology roll?
It is.
Like-
Yeah, intelligence technology.
So I got a 17, but technically I got an 18 because I get a +1 to all technology rolls.
Okay. That is a success. And you
Yeah,
got
it
a 4 on your
4 on the drama die.
on your drama die. So that is pretty good. Not as fast as you could have gotten through, but definitely not slow enough that you're worried at this point. You've only been slowed down by one thing so far.
So far, it's pretty ominous, bud.
Now, you did stunt. Would you like to calm the waters?
Yeah.
We're only at 2 stumps.
It's only at
or
2.
2 churns, right? Yeah.
Do you need to
But
gain
it's
back
something.
some fortune or anything?
Ooh, yeah. I
Yeah,
want
regain fortune. Because you could spend it the next roll to increase the drama.
You should regain all 4 fortune and let me up the churn.
We're safe from the churn. Nothing's gonna
I
happen
mean,
with the churn.
the churn's just gonna go to 3, right?
It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
It only turns
No,
over
there's-
at 10.
Chill. I take the fortune.
All right. All right. Churn goes up to 3. Excellent. Okay. You continue up. You're only 5 decks away right now. You're making pretty good time. Okay. You continue.
Oh god.
Woo!
Can we check on the doctor?
She seems fine. She's breathing
Oh.
heavy and she's staying by Miles.
Oh, so that's how Miles goes. Got it.
What? Oh, yeah, she'll tear my throat out. What a way to go.
All right.
We've all seen it coming.
You are a deck and a half away.
So close.
And you come across an area that has been slagged. Something cut through here or ripped through here, and it's just like a collapsed bit from like an 80s movie, or like when Amos is like climbing up out of the thing. Like you're just, the area ahead of you is not stopped by a security, but it is stopped. You've got to find another way around or get through a collapsed area.
Like a survival?
Sure.
We throw some sand down.
Is there sand?
No.
Oh.
So basically, it's strength or looking for another route.
Yeah, or
Can we?
so Jen wants to do a survival to...
But if someone else wants to do something else, that's totally fine.
Could this be like
Is-
helping, like working as a team to get this open?
Yeah, if you want to like physically move it, then I would say that there could be 2 rolls, and each of those rolls can be assisted by up to 2 people. And so you've got NPCs that can help. So you would determine who the 2 sort of main rollers are, and then they each get a +2 as other people come in to help.
I do not have any strength.
Is there like a hatch if
I'm
we wanted
strong.
to go outside and go around?
God damn
I just want a spacewalk.
Oh yeah, throwback to our casino heist.
Yeah, but Dr. Pokovich and the 3 Rock of Gibraltar folks don't have spacesuits.
That sounds like a them problem.
We could duct tape them up or something.
I'm making it an us problem.
So did you all want to do the strength then? I'm pretty strong, or I'm better at survival.
How did the Rock of Gibraltar folk look in terms of burliness?
They look like they could handle themselves. Let's take a look.
We let them assist?
Do they have
Or
more
we
than a
assist them?
0 in strength?
Yeah. us noodle arms.
Let me pull them up.
I have might because of my big wrench energy.
Big wrench energy. Here they are.
That
They're...
sucked. I have
No.
old-fashioned-
Active.
Oh,
you
they-
I'm
big red
old-fashioned in
energy.
my sinuses now.
They've got strength 1.
Ooh,
Well,
that's
that's still better than James.
100% more strength than I have.
Yeah.
So survival? Instead of brute force, find the best path?
What's survival under?
Perception.
I mean, I could attempt to assist with a perception. I'm a pretty perceptive guy. I don't know if that helps us. Is that a way we can advance past this? Lord of Space.
And time.
Yeah, Doctor Who. No, I would say that perception's not really going to help in this situation. It would be more of a... well, perception... Yeah. Perception...
Dexterity help for slipping through?
No, there's definitely, like, an obstruction that you have to move. Or you need to go
have to brood it?
out into the deck and sort of, like, look for another area.
That sounds awful.
Alright, so we have to brew strength it. Is that what I'm understanding?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you want to try and find another way
I think
out.
it's Rix and Jerry that are.
I've got 1 in strength, but then I have might. So if I can use that, then I have a +3.
Yeah. Get your wrench. The ladies are going to get her done. Can we each get some help?
I think the crew's going to help you, and Miles and James are going to
keep watch.
Don't
worry, ladies. We'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, so there are 3 crew members. So 2 can help, Jerry. 1 can help Rix, and then either Miles or James needs to come in and help.
Oh god! Every time I do strength things, I die.
You don't have to roll. You just give Jen the +1.
And the captain's going to direct the work.
Of course.
Yeah, damn it.
James in the leg.
Ooh. I'm have to do math, sorry. I got excited before I did math.
What happens if you roll 3 1s?
Oh, it wasn't that good. I got a 14, but I got a 6 on the drama die.
Okay, alright. That is not a success, as you both need 15s.
But could the stunts help?
No, because
You
you
can
don't
spend some
stunt
fortune.
unless
Did
you
you add-
succeed.
Did you add your +1 in?
Yeah, did you add your +1?
Yeah, I did add my +2. Yeah, I did.
So you'll have to modify your dice to get it to be a success. You need to get at least a +1.
So I got a 3, 3, and a 6 on the drama.
Yeah, so if you spend 4 fortune, you won't get the stunt points, but you will succeed.
I do that, and I'm done.
You could spend 6.
That's okay.
You could
And then
spend
get
6 and then
6.
regain 6.
It's true. Like, if you've got the 6 to go in, you could just
I
gain 6
do,
back.
actually. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
And that gives
As
you
long as it-
2...
Yeah, because we got a 6 and then we spent
Once
over.
I rolled a 6 and once I used a 6? Okay.
Yeah.
That's just 5,
Yeah.
right?
Then 5 becomes just 9.
That's how we die. Is we keep going. It's fine. And then he's like, so turns at 29. Like,
Katie,
how'd you do?
How much did you get?
Didn't roll yet. I was watching you roll.
All right.
Thank you.
very exciting.
Strength with a +2.
I also failed. So I got a 12, so +2 would be 14.
You turn that 2 to a 5.
Yeah, you got to turn the 2 to a 5, so you got to spend 5 fortune.
Well, good thing I got 4 fortune on my last roll.
This is true. All right, so modifying the die, the churn goes to 6.
See, now it's at 6, people.
Don't. Okay, first, let's just pause here.
Oh.
As she... no, not for that. That's not what I meant.
There's only so many churn dances left.
As a rigorous churn supporter for 2 years, now you're suddenly like, we gotta watch where the churn goes, guys. I've been advocating for that the entire time, and you're like, no, let's pump the churn so we can do a weird dance where we're churning butter.
Do you know why, though? Do you know why I'm concerned right now?
Because the ship is going to explode?
Because my character might not actually make it, okay? But Miles' life is always on the line, therefore you're always worried.
It's true. Many times you've screwed up, and it's been my fault somehow.
But with 6 on Jen's drama die and a 4 on Katie's, you're able to work together and sort of pull this like large bent like door out of the way, and it like falls and starts like dink, and like starts to go down into the climbing shaft that you are going through, and you get up onto the 8th deck. Now, ahead of you is the airlock system, and there are suits. So the Rock of Gibraltar crew and Dr. Pokovich like immediately are rushing to go and get their suits on.
Check. Look in the suits first. Don't just put them on. Jesus Christ. Check for bugs.
There's bugs. There's robot bugs.
You all check each
What do
other's
you
suits
mean?
anyways, though. Like, you pair up regardless.
Like you've never seen an older horror movie, you guys.
Well, that's usually you would take your helmet off to look at the bug.
Yeah. Blow smoke in his face.
Yeah.
It seems fine. The suits are like behind. They're like in lockers, and they open them up and they pull them out, and they look fine, and they're putting them on. As you sort of look through, what are you talking about, Patrick? Churn going up is dangerous. Well,
Yeah.
that's what we were saying.
Agreed.
So you kind of look into the docking area, which is in vacuum, and you can see all the ships are like, you know, securely locked down. Like you can see the glowing red light around the legs, except for around the Hound of Hades.
Can't chain the hound, baby.
And the captain, Omar Rivera, says, "Hey, you think that you can free up our ship too? It's that one right there." And he points over to the Rock of Gibraltar 2. And is anybody who's standing at the window with him? Miles sees a builder robot walking along the outside of it as it crawls up.
Sorry, Brosif. Think you might have to ride with us.
He says, "No, we can take it."
Then learn
We're
how
not
to unlock
going
your
to.
ship, but we're getting on our ship now.
Yeah. So you come with us or you fight the robot. One of those two options.
Ah. All right.
You know what I love? Rock of Gibraltar 3.
All right.
Bring to it.
Third time's the charm, baby.
You got the point. All right, boss man, let's go.
I just slowly turn to James and just lock eyes. Yeah, you hear that? That's what-
And I'm gonna give a sarcastic. Let's go, busman.
Suddenly, James is dead.
Yeah.
Miles is like, I don't know, he fell behind.
It's so weird. It's so crazy what happened. Robots shot him in the head with my gun.
Pirate's code.
Parlay.
Guidelines.
More guidelines.
Yeah. All right. And so everybody's suits are on. You cycle through the airlock, and you start the walk to your ship.
Oh, fuck.
Is it like Armageddon as we're going to the?
Can
I
we,
just feel like we should have had a plan for this part.
is it possible
I
to
feel like
like
we should have looked for more space bugs.
shoot across? Can we like shoot the gap?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or go real fast? Like it's risky, but it's quicker than walking slowly while robots attack it.
But we've
Yeah.
seen robots in this hangar, so like we're probably.
Yeah. But
Or we
still,
try to be stealthy. We all got stealth, don't we?
Or let Miles shoot ahead. And the rest...
All right, guys, we're all rocketing forward.
Yep,
Yes.
sure thing.
All right.
I will rocket fast.
Go ahead and make dexterity free fall tests.
The amount of times
That
that
thing we don't
focus
have.
has applied that none of us have.
Yeah, none of us took that ever. At any
Can I do a
point.
quick level up before?
Before we do this.
You know what? I'm not really doing a lot of brawling. Is that? Oh yeah, we love it. We love to see it.
All right.
Y'all don't need me to unlock the ship, right? It's already unlocked. So you don't think I'm gonna
no.
make it?
Oh no. Sorry.
Just means you're gonna get hurt a little bit, hopefully. You just like hit the wall really hard.
She just flies past the ship.
Oh, because we're not in a tube. Are we not in a tube?
No, it's a
We're
big
in the hangar.
open
We're a hangar bay.
hangar.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming there's multiple ships like docked. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a port?
Yeah, so like picture like
The
catwalks
parking lot.
and the ships come up into them.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And so like
Is
you're
it
You're on the
open to
catwalk.
space?
What's that, Jen? Yeah, it's open to
Is
space.
it open to space? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
See, I
much
pictured it was
scarier.
tubes.
Hmm.
Series of tubes.
Tubes. Pneumatic tubes.
Pneumatic tubes. No. Okay, so let's see. The difficulty for this was a 13.
19.
19.
I got a 10.
10.
I got 18.
Jen?
17.
17.
Jerry's
So
going into space.
James,
What did Patrick get?
Miles,
Modify your dice.
and Rix are floating majestically forward. Katie, are you modifying your dice to get the 13, or are you going to
Yes,
take the failure?
I'm modifying my dice to
Turn
be
that 2 to a 5.
Well, now we need to. Yeah.
Oh, the turn's
Okay.
at 7.
Everybody, I want you to know this is how much I value our friendship. Everyone pay close attention.
Ah! It happened!
On the season finale, I felt like a curse just passed upon my soul.
We love you, Patrick.
We love you.
Katie, how much do you have to spend to get to 13?
Patrick, it felt good,
Four?
didn't it?
No, it felt bad. You have to spend
Four?
5.
Does that 5? At 5?
You have to turn your 2 to a 5 to get the plus 3.
Oh no,
there you go.
she got a total of 11, so she just needs a plus 2, so 4.
I was
Oh.
right.
You said 10.
You're right. I said 10.
Ah,
You're correct.
I looked
was
on
going by the
Roll20 and
numbers
it said
you said
13.
aloud.
There you go. So, the 4 of you fly out majestically towards the Hound of Hades. I mean, majestically depending on your drama die.
Ooh, very majestic.
Oh. Hey, would you like another turn?
Oh, did you get a 6?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that brings us to 8.
Oh wow, it
Sorry,
is happening
guys.
faster than I was expecting.
But I look majestic as food.
All right. And you're flying out, and the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar 2 are very graceful. All 3 of them are belters. They're very used to this and little space jumps. Dr. Pokovich looks like she stumbles a little bit, and so she's got a bit of a spin, but she is heading in the correct direction. You get to the ship. Your ship is not locked down. You don't see any builder bugs in the immediate area. You can get on the ship and leave the UNN Lenape.
Oh,
Going
yeah,
straight
baby.
for the pilot chair.
Why is he smiling so much, guys?
Because I'm happy that you succeeded.
Yeah, that's what he says.
We
Run
turn on the
immediate
keys.
diagnostics.
No,
No.
I left the lights on.
I had random events. I was rolling them as we went, and the one that you got in here was that the Rock of Gibraltar had bugs on it.
Ah, not
We're
us.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, so can we call Katie's boyfriend once we get away?
The Martian.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, Jerry's boyfriend.
No, Katie's boyfriend.
Whoa, okay.
Congratulations.
So you get everybody into the couches. You spin up the drive. You get away from the ship. And, like, as you're in the ship, like, there are warnings going off. Like, broadband, communications from the UNN Lenape. Do not approach. Core breach imminent. And, like, as you're going, you can see in the cameras as the ship begins to explode. And it's just like multiple explosions running along the length of the ship. blowing out sides of it until one huge explosion centered right on the drive just
How long after we escaped did that happen? Like,
probably
Is it
about
like the Millennium Falcon coming away from the Death Star?
yeah, exactly. Probably about 3 to 4 minutes.
That's close for
close.
giant core explosions of a capital ship.
These 4 extras owe us, like, big time. Like, invest in Moonlit Shine.
Invest in Moonlit Shine.
And the shrimp farm.
And the
I
shrimp
mean,
And
You're
the
work-
shrimp farm.
You're working
All
on
I'm saying
the
is-
fish farm forever. For free.
We have a ship doctor now.
Dr. Pokovich!
Also, that implies like relationship vibes, which is super cute.
I mean, there's a certain aspect of surviving imminent death from robot space bugs and ship explosion that, brings people together.
Yeah.
I'm quite
Shared
happy
experience.
to survive. For, having made her up like 2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago. So, yeah.
Are the Martians happy? Do they talk to us?
Yeah,
Here yet.
Captain Akari will slow down to more of a regular burn so that he can speak to you. And he'll say, wasn't expecting that, but good. We're coming to clean up even more.
Whoa.
Do you stay around to watch? Do you head off?
Oh, I think
Um,
we're sticking around.
Mr. Martian, sir? We also have big guns. Would you like us to help shoot?
You carrying any nukes?
I don't know. Are we carrying any?
Well, we have me as a pilot. So.
Okay. Is it possible to ascertain if he is, when he says clean up, means us?
Make a perception. Make an insight.
That'd be funny. We're coming to clean up. So do you want to stick around?
Intuition.
That's what
No.
I'm worried about. He's like, hey, you want to hang around? And then he just nukes us. You said perception?
Yeah, perception, intuition.
16.
No, when he says that, he looks as if he's already calculating debris areas. Like you don't get any sense of threat.
Okay. Cool.
And when the Crescent Elysium arrives, basically he tries to find the largest bits of scrap and launch nukes at those.
That's cool.
It's thorough. I like this.
But even as he's doing that, you can see bits of metal beginning to fall into the atmosphere of Pangea.
Railgun?
Let's not railgun into the planet.
Well, it's not that many people on the planet. Like, what
Yeah,
are
that's a
the
good
actual
point.
odds?
The odds are
I
low.
think which one's the dry planet? It's
Augia.
Augia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angie is the
So
nightmare
fuck-
world.
Where
Yeah,
we set up
that
our
was-
fish farm on the dry planet.
So you
Yeah,
gotta go
I know,
where
it's fuck
demand
Pangea.
is, right? Yeah. Even if it's
Pangea.
harder.
It's true. You know what? Let's nuke Pangea. It's a blasted
only way to
land
be
that
sure.
no life should emerge from.
The mermaids are going to be real pissed.
Yeah.
That's why. Let's kill them from space.
Or they're going to be builder mermaids.
Oh, God. Merrick
Her.
doesn't need ideas, so let's not give him any. You know?
What do you do? Where do you head?
I think we need a drink, guys.
Gesundheit.
I think it's back to Augia.
Well, can we ask the Martians what they're doing after cleanup? Like,
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
What are you
go,
doing
I'll go
there?
get a drink. Yeah.
Yeah, no, if the Lenape is done, like, they're going to head to Augia, where OMAC Group doesn't have as much of a presence, and they are going to see if they can put down roots, become more established before Soul System sends out another ship, right?
Well, I was going to ask, like, this was, the Lenape had pretty much all of OMAC there, right? Because they were calling like a conference.
Yep. And like
So we don't have any.
all of the other bounty hunters.
Yeah.
We don't have really a boss right now. We should suck up to those Martians hard.
We also don't have a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, our job is rolling with these sick ass ex-Martians. They pulled away from the Martians, right?
No, they're Martians.
Can we file up our VIN number as on the way there?
Okay, well, we should get bonus for negotiation because Jerry's attractive.
Technically, Hound of Hades is legitimate salvage, as you had to pull it off of the owner's ship as the owner's ship was being destroyed.
That's true.
I have a note too about having a good disposition towards the Martian captain during our first meeting.
So, as you head to Augia, the system is in shock, right? Like, most people saw this happen. The huge capital ship of the UN Navy just exploded. The Earth Corporation that sponsored a lot of people to come out and work on Pangea has lost its leadership. There's a bunch of scientists and miners left on Pangea, and they don't have that many ships. They have supplies, they have diamonds, but there's a big setback. Augia has some burgeoning political areas, some government, a lot more settlers than Pangea. But all of that is overshadowed. Because hour by hour, history rolls out. The news feeds from Earth and Mars, and then reports from Tycho Station and Ganymede, are filled with reporters and journalists with blank faces and shock or weeping. Earth has been attacked.
Shit, I didn't realize we were pre that.
Did Rick's family get off Earth?
The hammering of Earth took most of the bandwidth. Images of the apocalypse, cities along the coasts of the Atlantic with grinding waves shattering 4th and 5th story windows. Let's do a little bit more of this. An army of small tornadoes forming behind the shockwave's leading edge. The UN Secretary General is dead. There was an attempted coup on Tycho. But again, Earth is dying. An OPA cell had taken control of the ports on Ganymede. But, overriding all other information, Earth is dying. A battle is reported going on between Martian escort ships and an unknown force near the Hungarian asteroids. But Earth has been attacked. About a week passes as this information is coming in. Medina Station goes quiet, and all of the ring systems have got to figure out what to do for themselves. But then games.
Oh, devil man.
My name is Marco Inaros, commander of the Free Navy. We are the legitimate military voice of the outer planets, and we are now in a position to explain both to the oppressors on Earth and Mars, and also to the liberated people of the Belt, the terms on which this new chapter of human liberty, dignity, and freedom are founded. We recognize the right of Earth and Mars to exist, but their sovereignty ends at their respective atmospheres. The vacuum is ours. All travel between the planets of the solar system are the right and privilege of the OPA and will be enforced by the Free Navy. All taxes and tariffs imposed by Earth and Mars are illegal and will not be respected. Reparations for the damage done by the inner planets to the free citizens of the system will be assayed, and failure to repay them for the benefit of the full human race will be considered a criminal act. With the opening of the alien gates, we are at a crossroads in human history. We have already seen how easy it would be to carry our legacies of exploitation, injustice, prejudice, and oppression to these new worlds. But there is an alternative. The Free Navy and the society and culture of the Belt are representatives of that new pathway. We will begin again and remake humanity without the corruption, greed, and hatred that the inner planets could not transcend. We will take what is ours by right, yes, but more than that, we will lead the Belt to a new, better form, a more human form. As of now, the gates to the other worlds are closed. The inner planet colony ships will be redirected to existing stations in our system, and the goods they carry contributed to building the strong outer planets that we have always deserved. We no longer recognize or accept the yoke of the inner planets anywhere in the system. The moons of Saturn and Jupiter are ours by right. Pallas Station, Ceres Station, every pocket of air in the Belt with even one human in it, all are the natural and legal property of their inhabitants. We pledge our lives to protect those people, citizens of the greater humanity, against the historical and established crimes of economy and violence they have suffered at the gun barrels of Earth and Mars. I am Marco Inaros. I am commander of the Free Navy, and I call upon all free men and women of the Belt to rise up now in joy and glorious resolve. The Free Navy pledges you all the safety of our protection. This day is ours. Tomorrow is ours. The future of humanity is ours. Today and forevermore, we are free.
Ugh.
He gets a focus and attractive.
Stupid tyrant. Oh,
With good hair.
He's got good hair. So
Yes,
that's...
the family didn't make it through the gate
I guess
before
we'll
they
find
shut down
out.
the ring gates.
We'll
Oh, I
find
might be
out.
inheriting the Atwood company.
Yeah, I don't think OMAC's gonna be a problem for a while. I think
I think it's gonna be pretty quiet out here.
we're the law now.
I think Cerberus system's pretty locked down.
At least you can grow your own food.
Yeah.
A lot of other
Yeah.
systems can't. You probably just became a very rich colony.
Not really. We don't have anyone to trade with, but you know,
I got a
we'll
plan
stay
for that.
alive.
The gate to Sol system is locked down. These gates can trade with each other as long as they can get by Medina.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought you had to go through the hub.
Well,
Yes,
you do, but
you
like
do.
to Soul System's its own gate, separate from Medina.
Mm.
And I mean, the Free Navy does take over Medina, but
I don't want them to know we exist.
Until 4 ragtag bounty hunters show up. And it's not
Plus
us. They're
4
killed
random
instantly.
Malaloki says, finally, a voice of reason.
I'm not gonna lie. The speech made it sound great, and the
Yeah,
only reason
it's-
I know it's not.
It's super not, because he's just a tyrant.
He is.
I'm like, yeah, that's right. Let's down with capitalism.
Actually,
You're right.
He's worse
You
than a
should
tyrant.
be-
He's a pawn.
Ooh. So, let's take a quick 5-minute break. Let's come back. That is the end of the narrative of the campaign.
Damn.
All right. Yeah. 5 minutes. Quick break. We'll be back at 9:15, and we'll just do a couple of minutes with any questions from the chat and any other things, and we'll talk about stuff.
Very nice.
Cool. Hello again, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Well, you know. Oh, you're muted.
Who's muted?
Jen is.
Oh, Jen's
Me.
muted.
We lived.
You
did.
live.
We did.
Everybody.
Everybody lives. Just this one time, Rose Tyler.
Except for everyone on that ship.
Oh yeah, a lot of them died. Never mind.
Hey, but my on again, off again F buddy survived.
I feel like it's really on again.
It's now super on again.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
There was a moment where we were escaping the ship when I helped her buckle into her crash cab.
Nice.
Action was going real
Aw.
fast. It just had to be mentioned. Miles is very sweet.
Of course. Sorry, I just needed to do that. Oh, that's weird. So Philip said he submitted 2 questions, but I only see 1. So, Philip, if I don't know where the other question went.
We owe you one.
We owe you one. You can send it to us later. But yeah, everybody in the chat, like, feel free to throw questions in right now. It sounds like the players have a couple of things. We could start with Philip's because it's written. And this is actually kind of a question for Katie. So, quite early on, the crew ran into some Martians, and they seemed to recognize Jerry. And there was a short rumor by the crew that she must be royalty. So, Philip wanted to know what's up with her background that we didn't get to explore.
I mean, Jerry's not royalty. That's for sure, Z's.
I don't know. You have a habit of playing a hidden royal.
Yeah.
But it's a thing I like to do. That is a trope of mine. No, not royalty. Jerry definitely has lots of brothers, and they probably knew them through her brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Martian military
many
and
brothers?
whatever.
Roll a
At least-
D20.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm 5 for sure. I
Roll
can't
3d6,
remember.
that's
It's
how
like
many
really
brothers you
long
have.
ago.
That's a lot of brothers.
You
Let me
have
see if
12
I wrote
brothers.
it down.
I think I have it written down.
Miles Fairbanks.
That's me.
Jerry Fay. Martian by birth. Looking for a fresh start. I don't have it written down, and it doesn't appear to be in my lovely...
I have it.
Oh,
It is 5.
5
5 older
brothers.
brothers.
5 older
Jerry's
brothers.
the youngest.
You're the
That
baby
explains a lot.
girl.
That explains a lot about Jerry.
And also, her mom died when she was young, so she was raised by her dad and her 5 brothers.
Hence BWE.
There you go.
Jerry's also married,
What?
but estranged
Yeah, that did
to a
never come up.
Belter
Yeah.
Damn.
who joined the OPA, and they haven't spoken in a really long time. So
Well,
I don't think
I-
that marriage still counts
I was
because
gonna say I don't
it's
think
space.
this is gonna help.
Well, wouldn't you know it, there was someone in the OPA on the crew. Okay. Belter tattoo.
Jerry's actually fluent in Belter because of that,
Mm-hmm.
but not a princess. But thanks for the
Well-
inquiry, Phil.
Maybe one day in this system.
In this new
Take
system.
Princess-
Princess of Cerberus system.
So that made me look through my bio again, in case there was anything I forgot. I had to laugh at my description of James. Young and naive-looking earther, who clearly hasn't faced much hardship in life.
Nothing has changed.
No.
Except for the fact that none of us remember that he's 18.
It's gotta be at least 19 now, right? The minute here.
all the distances and stuff.
Yeah.
20
Alright.
now.
Wow. Moonlit Shine was in our very first episode.
Wow! Jumped on it early.
It's still going strong.
I mean,
Okay, but you grew up with like 5 older brothers. You got to be an entrepreneur or something, right?
Well, we must have accumulated a lot of money now, if it was the first.
Why am I still like low income?
It's because we keep wasting it. Easy come, easy go.
Tyler, you have a question?
Yeah, Tyler, what was your question?
Oh. What
Yeah.
was the thing that Jerry did different than all of us?
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. Okay, so what? And you know what? This can actually be delivered in character from Dr. Pokovich, because she would have seen Dr. Pilates' notes that there is a contamination, which we rolled on our building of the system in Beyond the Ring. There's a contamination on Augia. It's in the air. And if you take an injury on Augia, you have to roll a constitution check, which Jerry did in the episode where you were all buried.
None of us took an injury other than Jerry?
Only Jerry took an injury that time.
Did Miles take injury when he stepped on the landmine, but just didn't get the roll?
I
Oh
don't
my
think he
God.
took an injury yet.
Whew.
And
That was alright.
that is what happened to Lee Lester. He was left for dead out in the desert and was sort of like infected and changed.
So did he go into the station between the suns?
No, he never got that far. That
He
was his
just-
goal. Yeah.
He just developed it from the builder infection?
Yeah. And he practiced and he worked on it. And when his bounty first showed up, he was less powered. He hadn't trained yet. But as you continually passed over that bounty, he trained and got better.
Every fish we farmed.
Yeah, it was a
It's
a
like
wizard
it's
power.
like in Skyrim, the Draugr are training as you
Yeah.
smith daggers.
That probably answers my question.
Yeah.
Does Miles really not have powers? I really thought you were hiding powers.
Nope.
That makes me sad for Miles.
It does me too. You put in a tube for nothing.
I mean, Patrick, you can elaborate on that if you like.
I specifically chose not to take powers. So that Jerry would be special.
I gotta do
Oh,
it.
Patrick. Next game, you'll be special.
I'm special in every game. It's just not always in the cool way.
Question from the chat. It's a bot.
It's a bot. I'm trying to delete it.
What'd they ask?
Hello,
If
sorry to
wanna
bother you.
hit millions.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's sign up for that.
Hell yeah. You need my credit card? Let me get my card.
Let's all put our cards in just to make sure they definitely can charge us.
Yeah, for sure. So
Oh.
we can get our millions.
Goodness. There we go. There's the stream manager. It's been a while since I've...
It's been a
Oh,
while.
wow.
It's been a while. I can't even find it. Anyways. Whatever. It's just there. Yeah, so that was the question. And Phil found that, actually.
That is what Phil found?
Yeah. Phil found it
ridiculous.
in the episode.
Oh, man.
Said, hey, wait. Jerry made a constitution check here. Is that where it was? I was like, yeah, that's what it was. He found it.
I spent so flippin' long scrolling through that episode going, okay, no, so nothing crazy has happened here. I'm dying. Okay, Katie's kind of like laying down. And it's never clicked. That was what it was.
Yeah.
I expected something more.
And you know what? Actually, let me go to the notes on that episode, because you might have made a constitution check and you just succeeded, whereas Jerry failed.
I was making constitution checks not to suffocate,
Yeah. Okay,
I remember that. You were trapped
Yeah.
too.
but I wasn't taking injuries.
Yeah.
Is Phil like a closet genius
Yeah, I'm guessing.
to have picked that out?
He might not be a closet genius. He could be just a straight up.
Just a
Yeah.
genius, absolutely.
Just like really smart.
Out on the town.
Phil's like working at CERN, watching our videos.
Yeah, so here's the
Let's just power up the Large Hadron Collider and let's see what happens when they're under the rocks.
here it is. 3d6 Augia Hazard, which is Jerry was the only one who took an injury, and your Constitution check was an 11, which was a failure.
I I remember us rolling up that that hazard of there being an airborne contagion, but I was like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I didn't at all put it together that would be like a contagion. I thought it was just like you breathe, it hurts you, you take damage.
Oh no. When we rolled that up, I went, ooh, I've got an idea for that. Let me write that in.
Allow me to punish them with this.
Yeah.
Well, that answers a bunch of my questions.
Yeah.
What was special about Jerry?
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
What is like the one thing we skipped or missed that you were most disappointed about?
Yeah.
Space dragons.
More about the Martians. Skipping the Martians kind of early on, not sort of following up when they were watching you that one time. So the story with them, which comes out for your characters now, is of course they were approached to join with Laconia.
Which is
Admiral Duarte. In the later section of the books, the like Martian splinter faction that takes over one of the ring systems. So they were approached by Duarte to join, and they said no, which meant they had to run because Duarte was so powerful. So
and who was it that was looking for them back on? I think it was on Medina.
yeah, that was a Martian intelligence officer, Malhotra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at the beginning of season. Here she is. Beginning of season 2. Sarama Malhotra, I think. Yeah, Lieutenant Sarama Malhotra.
Damn.
And so she's going to be a Laconian. And yeah, the Martians, they were looking for someone who they could disclose this to and be like, hey, there's a secret group of military separationists on Mars right now. But they never found anybody to give that information to before the attacks happened.
Do you know why we didn't follow up with them?
Why?
Fear.
We were busy.
And they was like, do you want to chase after rogue Martian like gunships?
These
No.
are in the initial planning for the campaign. These are the 3 fronts. We have Mustafa Akari. His goal is to clear their names and warn Mars.
Oh.
Kamla Enderson, whose goal is to smuggle builder tech to the OPA. But so she was one of the Belter pirates. You destroyed one of her ships, and then she ran away, and she kind of didn't recover from that.
Ha!
And then Lee Bad Egg Lester awakened the collectors was his eventual goal. It's all right, Katie. You did that. After
Which
you
brings
killed
me
him.
To a question I don't know if you can answer. What were they doing?
They're terraforming bots.
So they're just going down to make it better?
Yeah. Not
For us,
not
in our way of reading?
Not necessarily in the way that you would want.
Oh, gotcha.
That would need a
That
little
makes
bit of programming and work, which may not be possible now that the center station is destroyed.
I was gonna say, let's go back. Oh no, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
We blow
So
that.
So that fleet we destroyed without them ever firing a shot, was that the OPA? Or sorry, not the OPA. The
Yeah, the Belters.
Pirate.
It was Belter pirates who were just trying to get as much technology here as they could and smuggle it back to the OPA. They saw a big colony ship coming in and were like, perfect, let's snag some food and some gear and some money.
guarded by one tiny little ship.
Tiny little ship with a railgun.
What
Not
they
on
snagged
our
was
watch.
they snagged space.
Yeah.
You're gonna say they snake these hands.
Another thing that
These
would have been
hands.
Another thing that would have been fun to go into that we never did was the Pattern Fane.
All right.
I just kind of wanted to have like a farmer's market in space like a
We
floating
kept meaning
mall.
to go there.
Yeah.
We just never did. We just never got around to it. We kept going, we gotta meet Jen specifically, I think, was like, we gotta go there. And then we just never did.
We
Yeah.
really
We're
like
busy.
New Trench Town. I think we
Yeah.
spent a lot of time in New Trench Town.
You spent a lot of time in Zealous
In
Colony.
Zealous Colony.
Sorry, Zealous Colony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Trench Town was the one where I was like, this is gonna be their base. This is where they're gonna do stuff.
Well, that's the one we never
you
went
just-
to again.
Left.
Picked a different place entirely, and we're like, base of operations.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, all right.
Let's
but
oust the sheriff.
but I got to do Sheriff Izzy Hands based on the second in command from Our Flag Means Death on Blackbeard's ship.
Never seen it.
Fun. I didn't get that. That's really cute.
That's why he kind of talked a little bit like this.
Look, the point is, he was a pretty alright guy.
No. He's a dick.
Yeah, he was. He was a jerk.
No, he was alright.
And now he is vaporized because I'm pretty sure. Did
No,
he?
he was one of
die?
the ones who got away.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Kill
he's
him
out.
later.
He's out living in the hills. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a really, really, really fun campaign.
It was a
Thank you.
good campaign. It was a lot of
It was a
fun.
very fun campaign.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat? This is your moment to ask any additional questions. Did we miss any? No. Malaloki, the last thing it said was finally a voice of reason, so we caught that. No entries in the giveaway, so that will move over to YouTube as per usual, unless somebody enters right now. Again, the giveaway is Trades of the Expanse Entertainer and Return to the Valley of the Whispering Titans for the Expanse and for Fantasy Age, respectively. Thank you again to everybody who filled out our survey. We're excited to do some more stuff and change things up a little bit. And I'm fairly certain that we'll come back to the Expanse at some point. Obviously, I love this world, and we all love playing this. Could be these characters, could be other characters. But this was kind of like the enclosed area that I had imagined for this campaign, so it worked out really well. It's nice to end where I kind of planned it to.
Perfect.
Yeah. The plan always had been to close a season with Earth getting attacked, because that's the big shakeup, right?
It's big.
Yeah.
How's
and
the Atwood family doing?
Got shook.
Oh, I mean, we'll have to do some rolls for Atwoods.
You run it now.
But
Well, I gotta compete with Trevor.
and your
We'll kill Trevor.
your sister is out on another planet.
That's right.
Yeah. So for the people who won the giveaways on the survey, I will reach out to you tomorrow by email. I'll send you codes right now before I close down for the night, just in case you're excited to get some stuff, because I know people are excited for stuff. Yeah, and then I guess just some other reminders. If you want to support the stream, or you just want a little bit of discount on your own things, we have our ongoing codes to Bookworm Games. You can use our code SkyhammerPress for 15% off. It's a great way to get a new set of dice, get a little bit of tea, support some pretty cool people who are going to be on our stream in 2 weeks. So that's awesome. If you buy anything from Green Ronin Publishing, doesn't need to be Expanse, anything from Green Ronin Publishing, you can get 5% off with the code Hellbreakers. If you want to pick up the Master's Toolkit and make your own maps, Cozy Forging for $5 off of that. And for however long Green Ronin Publishing is running it, you can get a free copy of Engine Magazine with the code, I put it in the chat, Engine Survey Thanks, ! And if you buy a PDF copy of The Expanse in Core Book, you get a free PDF supplement of your choice with the code ThankyouMeric &crew! Everybody, this was a super cool campaign. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And thank you, watchers. Because, like, you know, we enjoy playing these games.
Make it fun.
But it's also super fun when people are like, yeah, you guys are great. And we're like, oh, thank you.
You watch our stuff?
You watch our stuff? So, I guess for the last time,
For now,
for now,
we'll see you in hell.
good night.